Episode 6 of Jujutsu Kaisen, The Culling Game Part 1, is where the arc finally stops explaining itself and starts applying pressure. This isn't an episode built on nonstop action or visual spectacle. Instead, it's quiet, heavy, and deeply uncomfortable in a way that only Jujutsu Kaisen can pull off. From the opening moments, the episode reminds us that the Culling Game is not a tournament arc. There are no brackets, no honorable one-on-one fights. This is a system designed to expose people, punish them psychologically, and force them to confront the consequences of their own actions. And nowhere is that more clear than in the introduction of Hiromi Higuruma. Higuruma's cursed technique immediately flips the rules of the series. For once, raw power doesn't matter. Speed doesn't matter. Battle instincts don't matter. Inside his domain, judgment is absolute. The courtroom setting is brilliant because it strips sorcerers of what they rely on most. There's no room for intimidation, no way to brute force your way out. You are forced to answer questions, and those answers carry consequences. What makes this so effective is how oppressive it feels. The rules are simple, but the weight behind them is crushing. Every pause feels intentional. Every accusation feels personal. This episode also marks one of the most important emotional tests for Yuji Itadori. For Yuji, this isn't just another dangerous opponent. This is the first time the series truly puts him on trial for everything that's happened since the beginning. The anime does something really smart here by slowing down Yuji's reactions. We linger on his silence, on his hesitation, on the guilt that he's been carrying since the deaths caused by Sukuna. Yuji has always been willing to die for others, but this episode asks a much harder question. Is that enough? Higuruma's domain doesn't care about intentions. It doesn't care about good hearts or noble sacrifices. It only cares about facts and guilt. And that's what makes this confrontation so devastating. Yuji isn't being attacked physically. He's being forced to acknowledge responsibility, even for things he never fully chose. Visually, Episode 6 is restrained but extremely deliberate. The animation leans heavily into close-ups, harsh lighting, and minimal movement. The stillness makes the tension suffocating. When action finally breaks out, it feels sudden and almost shocking, not because it's flashy, but because of how long the episode holds you in silence beforehand. The pacing here is a huge strength. The anime doesn't rush through dialogue. It allows discomfort to sit with the viewer, and in doing so, it reinforces what the Culling Game truly is. This isn't a test of strength, it's a test of morality. By the end of the episode, the tone of the arc is firmly set. The Culling Game isn't about who wins fights, it's about who can survive the psychological weight of their own actions. Episode 6 may not be the most explosive chapter of the arc, but it is one of the most important. It deepens the themes of justice, guilt, and responsibility, while pushing Yuji closer to one of his most defining moments as a character. This is Jujutsu Kaisen at its most mature, at its most uncomfortable, and at